Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the directions for the assignment you're going to be working on the next few days. This is an independent assignment, which means that you should not be working with any other students. You are working on this on your own, okay? No groups. We're working on our own. I want to see people doing different careers because we're going to eventually get to a point with these that we're going to present them. This is the beginning of a much larger project. We're going to take this assignment and we're going to make something else with it. So you need to really work hard on this assignment and gather as much information as possible to help you with the next assignment. Okay, so researching a STEM career. First thing you want to do is decide which career you're interested in. There are all kinds of STEM careers. So look on some of these here. We've got ones related to science, like archaeologist, forensic scientist, zoologist. You got some for technology, game designer, ooh yeah, architect, astronaut. You've got engineering, where you could be an aerospace engineer, work for NASA. You could be a machinist. That's working with your hands. Software engineer, all kinds of different ones. And math. Oh, of course you want math. And medical, an accountant or actuary. You've got a nurse, a pharmacist. So are there any of these? Why does it do that? Are there any of these careers that you would like? Or, if you find one that you already want to do, use that one, okay? But any STEM career will work for this. Here are some websites to get you started to gather information. A great place to look is for current job listings for this career. The job listing will tell you what is required from the prospective employee. Careers, here are some ways that you could search up careers. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know which of these links work for you because I'm not with you. I'm not on campus. Ones with .gov will definitely work. So you could look in specific computer and career technologies. You could look for the Department of Interior. You can research salary. That's a good thing. Like, do you have an idea of what kind of house you want to live in, how much money you want to make? It's not cheap to buy a house anymore. So you really want to start thinking about that now, really. And then you could also search local news websites or Indeed.com to try and find current job listings. Just saying. Why did it do that? Okay, so here are some search tips that you could use. These are called sentence frames. You just put the career of your choice in the little blanks here. Who hires archaeologists? Which companies have game designers on staff? What's the top company for veterinarians? Okay, so you're going to use this to help you find, this is just some search tips. If you need any other help, maybe ask for assistance. It can be difficult to find the skills that you need, but you really need to know the skills they're looking for, the salary, all kinds of stuff. First off, you're going to start with basic information about the career. You're going to put your career name here in the little blue box, and then you're going to tell me about the degree or training requirements. This is going to be a lot of information. You should put down a couple of sentences here. Typical starting salary, that's going to be a range for starting salaries. Not every company is going to start someone at the same salary. And then tell me the maximum salary that you found. Salary, if you don't know, is how much they make per year, okay, or per month. You have to use your units though. If you say, oh, they make $15,000, hopefully that's per month, because $15,000 isn't a lot per year. Okay, and then I want you to list at least at least 3 companies or agencies that hire this position. And then typical job duties. This can be bullet points, but it's going to be more than just one word. You got to fill this out, my darlings. Fill it out. Okay? We're going to find more detailed information about the career. You're going to talk about which software or tools does this position require. So, like, say you're going to be a gaming designer. You need to know what programming language is hot so that you can learn that one. Is it Python? Is it C, C++? Are you going to be using CAD software if you're an architect? Okay? So then you're going to give specific examples of a service, product, or project that someone might work on in this. Using my archaeologist as an example, you might want to say, one example could be they were building a new road and they came across human remains and found out that it was a Native American burial site. So then they would have to work on that project and clear it away. Okay, and then which other people might this person work with? What might the work or environment be? Again, archaeologists, they might be working with Caltrans, who builds the road. They might work with the forestry department. Are they going to be working in an office, in a field, in a studio? Like for an archaeologist, they're going to be in the field. They're going to be digging up all the little bones and shards of pottery and different things, but they're also going to be working in a lab and in an office. So these are all not just one word. You're going to have to put some effort into these, okay, my darlings? All right, where might this career lead? This is an important thing to think about, because what you might not know now is that people don't often stay in the same career. So while an engineer might start off as an engineer, they move on to become a manager, a director, or a chief technical officer. Many people change careers 5 to 7 times during their lifetime. So if this career didn't work out, can you think of any other careers someone with these skills might do? This is going to need like 3 to 5 sentences here. Okay? 3 to 5 sentences, my dears. And then you're going to look at the pros and cons. Come up with at least 3 pros for the career that you've chosen. And then I want you to come up with 3 cons, or 3 negatives. So you got your pluses and your positives and your negatives. So come up with at least 3 for the career that you've chosen. And then take a good look at yourself. Okay, this is where you're going to take that research that you did and you're going to see how it affects you. Like, what parts of this career appeal to you? What do you think would be the most challenging part of this career? Some careers you might have to pick up and move to another country. And then after researching this career, do you think that you want to pursue it? Why or why not? So these are multiple sentences in each of these boxes. Okay, I need multiple sentences. Got it? And then we have our grading rubric. So I want you to kind of grade yourself. You could insert a circle or a shape in here to tell me where you think you did on this. So is the content and completeness. Have you researched all required information and provided thorough details, not just details, thorough details where necessary? Is the content accurate and complete? Okay, or have you gotten most of the content completed, but and provided some details, but content may not be as accurate as it could be? Okay, so you're going to use this rubric have you use spell check and information, is the information easy to understand and grammatically correct? So I want you to give yourself a grade on this, and we'll see where you think you scored and where I think you scored, okay? So, all right. Good luck. I hope you have fun researching some of these careers. There's all kinds of, you've got science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You've got all kinds of topics you could do. Even like a mortician or something crazy like that. Okay? All right. Miss you guys. Take care. Bye.